you said you were gonna talk me in the next high school horror stories, but you didn't because there's nothing to talk, right?
Right.
Exactly, because I'm the perfect human being. So
Of course.
this week we're gonna talk about someone who's not exactly the most perfect human being. We call this guy. What do we call him, Small?
The Perm?
Yeah, the perm, because he has a fucking perm. Not not our most creative work.
But I mean, it's fine. I mean, considering he was like your typical rich kid, I don't think he would really care.
Is he a rich kid?
He drives a Tesla. And not only does he
So?
drive a Tesla, he makes it a known fact that he is the owner of a Tesla. To
No, he
everybody.
doesn't own it. I think his dad owns a Tesla.
I mean, at this point, I'd say he's basically adopted that Tesla as his
I
kid.
mean, his dad.
Have you seen the way he,
Alright.
like... You know what?
Why do we keep fucking talking at the same time as each other?
Yeah.
So yeah, he's a Tesla boy. He's like basically sucks on Elon Musk's tits.
I've told you that story, right? About, when he told everyone to just buy a Tesla?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you again, okay? So basically, here in Canada, or at least in BC, we had a thing, or we have, a representatives for the government called MPs, right? I don't know what the equivalent would be in, like, America, but...
I don't know, your congressman? I don't
Sure,
know.
whatever, like, senator, whatever. Probably not. But
I don't
they were basically visiting our school, right? And giving us a chance to ask them questions from the different parties, right? And basically, Canada has this thing called the carbon tax. I don't think America
I'm pretty
has
sure
carbon
people
tax.
know what a carbon, but they know what a carbon tax is because there's politicians who have.
Right,
Yeah.
but basically, if you don't have like an electric car, you're getting charged to drive around, right? No one really likes it, right? Of course, except if you're a electric car owner, but none of us like it, right? So we were gonna ask the NDP dude, like, hey, why do you guys keep supporting the carbon tax if it's just, taking a hit at the middle class? And then the Perm, in his infinite wisdom, he solved all the world's problems with his one solution. If you guys don't want to pay the carbon tax, just buy a Tesla.
Wow,
I
foolproof
think-
idea. Why doesn't?
I think he may have just solved the problem to global warming.
Because what solves global warming better than a
Of course,
bunch
if we can't, of
gigafactories
course, yes.
building cars?
If we can't afford to pay the carbon tax, we should just buy a 69 420 Tesla.
God, Elon Musk is a
I swear to
cringe
God, no.
machine.
When he said that, everybody in the bleachers just like their faces just staring at him like there's no way.
He actually said that.
Yes, out loud,
Auditorium
out
full of
loud,
people.
out loud, and like everybody just sitting around him just looked at him like he wasn't leaving those bleachers alive. Like throw the whole kid away. I was about to slap him. Many people were about to slap him. I don't know if he was being serious or not, but it's like if
Probably was.
yeah,
Maybe
he
he
probably
was just joking. Maybe it was ironic.
But if he wasn't, oh man. So do you remember? So there's this one time, right, when Josh, him, and me were going down the hall,
Okay.
and basically the topic of turbans came up, and the Perm told Josh that, hey, you know what? You'd look good in a turban, right? And I'm like, okay, a genuine compliment, nice, right? And I'm like, what makes you say that? And he's like, because he has a nice fat face. He has a fat face. I think that looks good in a turban. And everyone's like, okay, never mind.
You know I was there, right?
No.
Yeah, I was. Yeah,
Wait.
I was. It was in French class. We were all in the same French class. Bro, I was right beside you.
No.
You're tripping, bro.
I'm always tripping, buddy. But he is an asshole. He also
You're telling me.
wait,
You're
wait,
an
wait.
asshole. You're telling me a story as if I wasn't right next to you when it happened.
I didn't remember you were there.
I remember you were there.
No, like here's the
Yo,
thing,
not
right?
everybody-
No, here's the thing. You're listen. I lose you, okay?
Yo.
Sometimes. Remember that one time we were waiting in line, and you were like right in front of me, and I was like looking around, like, where is this kid? I'm like, yo, big, where are you,
Bro,
And you're like,
what
yo,
the
down
fuck
here,
up,
bro.
you're messing with me, bro.
Did I tell you he broke my glasses too?
Yeah, you didn't stop like whining about it for like a week.
Yeah, but what a bitch, honestly.
I mean, he didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah, but how come? All right, you guys know in basketball, like in gym, all we play is basketball. I've made that a fact, and he certainly was no help to that fact, considering he was the one who was bringing it up like half the time.
But I thought you said the plank god was.
Well, him, Plank God, they're like interchangeable. And I'm basically like, okay, pass the ball. And he's like, alright. And he f***ing goes Kamehameha, f***ing yeets the ball right into my face. Why do you have to do that?
But aren't you supposed to catch it? Like, it's not his fault that you.
I don't know. You know what? I don't know. I don't remember what he did exactly, but I remember is like I couldn't catch it. I think he might have like tried spiking the ball or something, like volleyball haiku style.
That's not on him though, dude.
Okay.
Are you sure like your whole glasses thing is why he thinks you're an asshole? Like, isn't it? Don't you really think he's because an asshole? Because he'd always ditch you, or like he wouldn't walk with you after
Oh
school
my
'cause
God.
he'd rather walk with girls.
I mean, here's the thing. We all walk the same way, right? Going home. It was nice, right? Because it's like a one road towards the school, and then we all walk home together. And I noticed that
Not
this
for
kid.
me.
Okay, well, it is, but you just decide to drive
Okay,
home.
no, it's bullshit.
In any case, and I'm like, okay, you know what? Let me tell this guy to come walk with us, right? Because I notice he never walks with us, even though we all go the same way. So I tell him, hey, come walk with us. And he's like, you know what? Yeah, I'll walk with you guys today. And I'm like, alright. So then I go outside and everyone's waiting. I'm like, alright guys, we have to wait. The perm's gonna walk home with us today. And we're all like, okay, we'll wait for him. Right? And then maybe like 15, 20 minutes go by and he hasn't come yet. And we're like, where is this dude, right? And then our other friend comes by, right? And he's like, what are you guys doing? Just standing here, right? And the bell rang like half an hour ago. And I'm like, yeah, we're waiting for the perm. And he's like, the perm? You mean him? Over there? And I like look in the distance and he's walking away with like 2 girls. And I'm like, what the f is this?
And he had a girlfriend.
He had and none of them. Neither
not
of those girls. Yes, we're his girlfriend.
What a fucking Chad.
Honestly.
Giga Chad.
I mean, here's the thing. When they broke up, right? The pure like ultimatum on
Oh,
who
yeah.
yes.
Spoiler alert, bro.
Oh, spoiler alert, guys, they broke up. but but I really can't say whose fault it is. I would like to support my friend and say it was her fault, but honestly, the amount of bullshit.
Small is so straight that he immediately said it was her fault without even knowing anything. He's like, and then I asked him, why is it? He's like, cause she's a girl. I was like, alright.
Right, but like the he does, it's like I really couldn't blame her if it was his fault.
I mean, here's what I know. According to Big Body told me it's because he had a small penis, and that's what his girlfriend told me.
Wait, and how would he know
Big
this
Body.
exactly?
Big Body asked the Perm's ex-girlfriend. He's like, "Yo, by the way, I'm just wondering, why did you break up with the Perm?" And then the Perm's ex-girlfriend said, "Well, it's actually because he had kind of a small wee-wee." And then yeah.
I thought it was because he almost showed it to him in gym class.
Bing bing bong bing bong ding ding bong 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 bing bong ding bing bong bing